Great certified 11 years in a row.
Halfway through an active weather week.
Yes, and still more activity through the week, right, Alana?
Oh, spring. Isn't this fun?
Yes.
We're just keeping it really exciting. That's what we do. Our midweek moisture coming through, and yes, active conditions right around the corner. This is just a great shot here. Thank you so much to Scott, and Christy for sending this our way. Great Salt Lake. Gorgeous view. You can see the reflection in the water. We did have some break with those showers, but then as we made it into the evening, we stayed pretty soggy. Satellite radar kind of shows us what's been happening, and you can see in just the last few hours that swath of moisture in the north starting to taper off. We saw it clearing the south, but we get a trailing wave heading into tomorrow, and that's going to keep us active. Take a look at some of these precipitation totals. My goodness, this was a soggy storm. Took its time to get to the north, but it delivered. Look at southern Utah, though, 1.63 inches at Zion National Park. That is a healthy amount of moisture, more than an inch in New Harmony, and that's in Washington County, folks. 7/10 in Beaver. St. George, pretty close to 3/4 of an inch, was down there yesterday. Very soggy conditions, plenty of muddy roads, more than half an inch in Castledale. In northern Utah, we also tapped into a decent amount here, backside of the Wasatch, which was under the advisory, getting more than 3/4 of an inch. 7/10 in Brigham City, Ogden, getting more than half an inch. So did places in Cache Valley and the University of Utah at 4/10 there. We did break some records today with this storm system. That's something I've said a lot this winter. Yeah, we'll keep it going. Kodachrome getting, oh my gosh, 1.25 inches. More than close to an inch at Escalante, 0.93 for that record. Half an inch at Hanksville and Altamont, picking up 0.26. So daily precipitation records coming from this storm system. Not a surprise. We knew that these tropical remnants coming with this atmospheric river were going to deliver. Bryce Canyon shot tonight. Soggy down there. The lights going down, but we know that they've seen plenty of snow. 13.5 inches from this storm in the last 2 days. 7.5 at Clarkston. Park City picked up 4.8. 4 in Orton, in the Sevier Valley, and the Northeast Ogden Bench getting more than 2 inches. All of this snow still contributing to our incredibly healthy snowpack. Have to show this because every day we're getting closer and closer to the all-time record when it comes to snow water equivalent. Right now, statewide, we're at 187% of average, 25.2 inches for our sweep. That's the snow water equivalent, and that's if you melted all of the snow in the state, that would be the depth of the water. Highest we've ever seen in Utah is 26 inches. Folks, we are on the verge of breaking that. That would match 1983, the big flood year. So we're keeping a close eye on it, and we'll keep showing that to you each day. 30s and 40s for those daytime highs, well below average for this time of year. 50 in Moab. It's 11 degrees below average in Salt Lake. 56 in St. George. Threat of thunderstorms on deck for tomorrow as we get this trailing wave, which will keep some active conditions. Let me show you what I mean here on the Futurecast. Getting through midnight, there's that little wave. See how we keep those spotty showers in the north? A few popping up towards Kane County. Some snow showers expected. For the afternoon tomorrow, we'll see some pop and drop, but keep your eyes to the skies because we could be dealing with some thunder snow in spots by 9 p.m. Ooh, look at that. Over the lake, heading towards the Wasatch Front. And we know rolling into Friday by midnight, we've got wet weather. The Friday morning commute could be sloppy. We're talking snow. Our next storm system is unseasonably cold, and it brings the potential for snow along the Wasatch Front. 4 a.m. Zooming in here, 6 a.m. I-15 impacted. We are expecting snow showers, and that could be a sloppy morning commute. We stay cold and snowy with snow showers underneath that northwest flow as we make it through our Friday. That will impact our temperatures rolling into the weekend. Snow potential favoring the mountains, but you know that Friday morning commute could be a little messy. So heads up now. 30s and 40s for those daytime highs tomorrow. 50s in Moab, 53 in St. George, staying below average. And look at how this storm system is going to impact us. Now, we dry out in the south, and we see those 50s and get back to the 60s. But as we look at the Wasatch Front, an unseasonably chilly storm comes in. It means business, and we only see those daytime highs in the 30s. Oh, that's a little bit of a bouncy ball, folks. We want to get to spring, but then we just go back to winter. It's like the record scratch. Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. Is that a 35 on Saturday? That's not what I want to run errands in.
Oh.
But that's what we're facing, folks. So.
But we're warming up after that, right?
We're warming in my heart, Glenn. And that's really what matters.
I haven't seen warmer temperatures yet on there.
We will rebound. We will
the
rebound.
warmest place in the newsroom. There
you go.
Thank you so much, Alana. Time now for a look at sports with Dana Green.
Dare I say the biggest win in program history?
Probably. I mean, this is incredible, this run they're on. Utah Valley, the Wolverines just won't quit. Their historic run continues. Plus, the Jazz try to make it 5 wins in the last 6 games. We got all the high